Have you ever stopped to wonder why even the mightiest demon, with all its malevolent power, cannot lay a finger on you, the chosen ones? They're terrified, utterly baffled, as they whisper among themselves, "How are you still alive?" In the grand design of the universe, where shadows of chaos and light of destiny intertwine, there exists a sacred truth, a truth that transcends the understanding of both mortals and immortals alike. You, the chosen ones, are not mere survivors in a world riddled with peril. You are the living embodiment of a divine decree, a force so profound that even the darkest forces of the abyss recoil in fear. Your existence is not governed by chance or the fragile threads of mortal fate. No, your destiny was sealed by the hand of the Almighty, wrapped in an unbreakable protection that no demon, no scheme, no power of hell can penetrate. This is not just a tale of survival, it's a revelation of divine orchestration. Every step you take, every trial you face, is a testament to the unyielding power of the protection that surrounds you. The demons, once confident in their ability to destroy, now tremble at the sight of you. They cannot comprehend how you endure, how you rise, how you thrive in the face of their relentless onslaught. It's as if your very presence disrupts the natural order of their darkness, exposing their futility and revealing the limitless strength of the divine shield that guards you. Picture this: every attack launched against you, every scheme devised to bring you down, only serves to magnify the glory of your purpose. The demon's terror is not just fear, it's the dawning realization that they are not fighting against flesh and blood, but against a destiny forged in the heavens. You are not just a target, you are a living, breathing declaration of God's unshakable will. Their plans crumble, their power fades, and their confidence shatters because they are not battling you. They are battling the one who has chosen you, the one who has declared that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So, chosen ones, as you walk through the fires of life, remember this: your protection is not a mere shield, it is a proclamation. A proclamation that you are marked, set apart, and destined for greatness. The demons may rage, the world may tremble, but you stand firm, unshaken, because your destiny is sealed with a protection that cannot and will not be broken. 1. Supernatural backup for divine tasks. Imagine you're on a mission that's not just any ordinary task, but one that's been ordained by the highest power. This divine assignment comes with its own security detail, but not just any security. We're talking about celestial forces. These aren't your average guardians. They're like divine special ops, always on alert, ready to intervene on your behalf. They operate in realms beyond human comprehension, moving with precision and purpose, ensuring that every detail of your journey is orchestrated for your ultimate good. These forces don't just protect, they actively shape your journey, ensuring that every challenge becomes an opportunity. They're like the ultimate wingmen, clearing the path ahead of you, removing obstacles, and sometimes even turning those obstacles into stepping stones. When you face what seems like an insurmountable barrier, they recalibrate the situation. We're not transforming it into a moment of growth, revelation, or victory. Their presence is a constant reminder that you are never alone, even in the darkest of moments. This isn't just about having backup, it's about having the full support of the universe. Every step you take is part of a larger plan, one where these unseen allies work tirelessly to keep you on course. They whisper guidance into your spirit, nudge you toward the right decisions, and shield you from distractions that could derail your purpose. Their involvement is so seamless that you may not even realize the magnitude of their interventions until you look back and see how perfectly everything has aligned. They're your spiritual engineers, architects of your destiny, making sure that your path is not just safe, but also aligned with your highest purpose. Every trial, every victory, every moment of uncertainty is part of a divine blueprint they are helping to construct. They don't just guard your physical well-being, they safeguard your soul, ensuring that you remain steadfast in your faith and unwavering in your mission. With them by your side, you are not just surviving, you are thriving in the fulfillment of a destiny that was written for you before time began. These celestial forces are not bound by the limitations of the natural world. They operate in the supernatural, bending circumstances, influencing events, and even altering the course of history to ensure that your divine mission is accomplished. Their power is not just in their ability to protect, but in their capacity to elevate you, to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. They are the unseen hands that mold your journey, the silent warriors who fight battles you may never even know existed. And here's the most awe-inspiring part. Their involvement is not random or arbitrary. It is deeply personal, tailored specifically to you and your calling. They know your strengths, your weaknesses, your fears, and your dreams. They are not just assigned to you, they are invested in you, committed to seeing you rise to the fullness of your divine potential. With such supernatural backup, you are not just equipped to face the challenges ahead. You are empowered to conquer them, knowing that the very forces of heaven are working in your favor. 2. Unalterable divine agreement. Think of your life as having been written into a contract by the ultimate authority, one that no dark force or negative energy can alter. This contract is like the constitution of your life, immutable, with no room for amendments by any lesser power. It is a sacred covenant, signed in the ink of eternity and sealed with the authority of the divine. No demon, no scheme, no force of darkness has the power to rewrite its terms or nullify its promises. It is a binding agreement that guarantees your protection, your purpose, and your ultimate victory. Your destiny is prescripted, and every attempt by darkness to change the narrative only reinforces the plot. It's as if your life's story has already been published, and any revisions are beyond the editing capabilities of any force but the divine one. The enemy may try to insert chaos, confusion, or despair into your journey, but these attempts are futile. They are like scribbles on a masterpiece, unable to alter the original design. Every twist and turn, every high and low, has already been accounted for in the grand narrative of your life. This agreement means that every challenge you face is part of the script, designed not to break you, but to strengthen and elevate you. The trials you endure are not random. They are intentional, woven into your story to refine your character, deepen your faith, and prepare you for the destiny that awaits. The contract ensures that even in your darkest moments, you are never abandoned. It is a promise that every setback is a setup for a greater comeback, orchestrated by the divine author of your life. The contract serves as an invisible shield, where negative forces are like actors trying to ad-lib in a strictly scripted play, only to find their lines don't fit. They may roar, threaten, and scheme, but their efforts are ultimately futile. They cannot deviate from the script that has already been written. Their attempts to derail you only serve to highlight the unshakable nature of your divine agreement. They are powerless to change the outcome, because the story of your life is not theirs to control. Your purpose, your journey, your very existence is under divine copyright, protected from piracy or infringement by any dark force. No one can steal what God has ordained for you. No one can claim what has been reserved for your destiny. You are a living testament to the power of divine protection, a walking declaration that no force in heaven or on earth can void the promises of God. Your life is a sacred text, written by the hand of the Almighty, and no enemy can plagiarize or destroy it. This unalterable divine agreement is not just a promise, it is a reality that shapes every moment of your existence. It is the assurance that your life is not a series of random events, but a carefully crafted masterpiece designed to bring glory to the one who created you. With this agreement in place, you can walk forward with confidence, knowing that your story is secure, your destiny is certain, and your protection is unbreakable. The enemy may rage, but he cannot rewrite what God has already written. Your life is a testament to the power of divine authority, and nothing can change that. 3. Purpose beyond self. Your life isn't just about personal gain or survival. It's connected to a grander narrative, a mission that transcends personal ambition. This connection instills an inner peace that's not contingent on external circumstances. It's a peace that flows from knowing you are part of something far greater than yourself, a divine plan that stretches beyond the boundaries of time and space. This purpose anchors you, giving you a sense of direction and meaning that cannot be shaken by the fleeting troubles of the world. This peace isn't from a lack of challenges, but from knowing your place in the cosmic scheme. It's like being a piece in a puzzle that's so crucial, the picture wouldn't be complete without you. Every trial you face, Every obstacle you overcome is a thread woven into the tapestry of a larger story. You are not just living for yourself. You are contributing to a legacy that impacts generations, a purpose that echoes into eternity. This understanding transforms your perspective, turning every struggle into an opportunity to fulfill your role in the grand design. This purpose gives you an inner calm that dark forces find baffling. They thrive on chaos, but you're like a calm sea amidst their storms, untouched by the waves they stir. While the world around you may tremble with uncertainty, you stand firm, rooted in the knowledge that your life has meaning beyond what the eye can see. Your serenity is a mystery to the forces of darkness, a testament to the power of a life aligned with divine purpose. They cannot comprehend how you remain unshaken because they do not understand the source of your strength. This isn't just about being at peace, it's about embodying peace, making you an anomaly in a world often driven by fear and confusion. Your very presence becomes a beacon of hope, a reminder that there is a higher order at work. You are not swayed by the chaos of the world because you carry within you the assurance of your purpose. This embodiment of peace is not passive. It is active, influencing those around you and disrupting the plans of the enemy. Your calm is a weapon, disarming the chaos that dark forces try to unleash. Your peace is your armor, making you impervious to the chaos that dark forces try to sow around you. It is not a fragile tranquility, but a robust, unyielding force that comes from knowing you are fulfilling a divine mission. This peace shields you from the anxiety, doubt, and fear that the enemy uses to destabilize others. It is a reflection of your alignment with the divine will, a sign that you are walking in the fullness of your calling. With this peace as your armor, you are not only protected, but also empowered to stand as a living testament to the power of a life lived with purpose beyond self. In a world that often feels fragmented and uncertain, your purpose becomes a unifying force, a reminder that there is a greater story at play. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, not for your own sake, but for the sake of the divine mission you have been called to fulfill. This purpose beyond self is your greatest strength, your most powerful defense, and your most enduring legacy. It is what makes you unshakable, untouchable, and truly alive. 4. Spiritual notoriety. In the spiritual realms where dark forces operate, your name carries a weight that makes them pause. It's like having your name on a celestial do not engage list, because messing with you comes with repercussions from higher powers. The moment your name is mentioned, it sends ripples through the unseen world, a reminder that you are not just another target, but a chosen vessel under divine guardianship. This recognition is not earned by your own might, but by the authority of the one who has called and anointed you for a purpose greater than yourself. Your reputation precedes you, not as someone to fear, but as someone protected by forces they dare not challenge. It's like being the kid with the biggest sibling on the playground. Bullies think twice before picking on you. In the spiritual realm, your biggest sibling is the Almighty, and his presence in your life is a game changer. The enemy knows that to come after you is to invite a confrontation with the divine, and that is a battle they cannot win. Your name, therefore, becomes a symbol of divine authority, a mark that sets you apart from the rest. This notoriety means that your identity is known and respected in places beyond human sight, acting as a deterrent to those who would wish you harm. The forces of darkness may plot and scheme, but when they realize who you are and whose you are, their plans crumble. Your life is a living testimony to the power of divine protection, and your very existence serves as a warning to the enemy. They know that to touch you is to overstep a boundary that comes with severe consequences. The mention of your name in these unseen realms is not just a whisper, it's a reminder of the divine protection that envelops you, making you untouchable to those who dwell in darkness. It's as if your name is etched in the annals of heaven, surrounded by an impenetrable barrier of light. When your name is spoken, it echoes with the authority of the one who has sealed your destiny. This recognition is not just about protection, it's about proclamation. A declaration that you are set apart, chosen and untouchable by the schemes of the enemy. It's an unspoken rule. If they know who you are, they're wise to steer clear. Your spiritual notoriety is not something you boast about. It's a reality that humbles and empowers you. It's a reminder that you are not alone in your battles, that the forces of heaven are mobilized on your behalf. This recognition in the spiritual realm is a testament to the power of your divine connection, a connection that makes you a force to be reckoned with. Your name is not just a label, it's a legacy, a symbol of the unbreakable bond between you and the divine. In a world where unseen battles rage, your spiritual notoriety is your shield. It's the assurance that no matter what comes your way, you are protected, respected, and destined for victory. The enemy may lurk in the shadows, but they know better than to challenge the one whose name is written in the heavens. You are not just a name. You are a declaration of divine power, a living reminder that no force of darkness can stand against the chosen ones of God. 5. Vibration beyond reach. Your very existence operates on a spiritual frequency that's out of the range of dark forces. It's like you're tuned into a radio station that plays only the highest vibes, while they're stuck listening to static. This alignment with divine energy elevates you to a realm where fear, doubt, and negativity cannot penetrate. You are not just protected, you are transformed, resonating with a frequency that reflects the purity and power of the divine. This isn't something you achieve through effort. It's a gift, a byproduct of your connection to the source of all light and life. This high vibration acts as an invisible barrier, making you imperceptible to lower energies. You're essentially on a different plane of existence, where their attempts to influence you are like trying to touch a cloud. The forces of darkness may lurk and scheme, but they cannot reach you because you operate on a wavelength that is beyond their comprehension. Your spiritual elevation is not just a defense mechanism, it's a declaration of your divine identity. You are untouchable, not because of your own strength, but because you are aligned with a power that transcends the limitations of the natural and spiritual worlds. Your spiritual frequency is so elevated that it's like you're floating above the fray, untouched by the negativity that tries to drag others down. While chaos swirls around you, you remain anchored in a peace that defies understanding. This isn't indifference or detachment, it's a profound connection to a higher reality. You see the storms of life, but you are not shaken by them. Your elevated state allows you to navigate challenges with grace, clarity, and an unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you are operating on a divine frequency. This isn't just about protection. It's about living in a state where you're naturally immune to the energies that seek to harm or mislead. Your high vibration is not a shield you raise in moments of danger. It's a constant state of being. It's the result of a life lived in alignment with divine truth, love, and purpose. This immunity is not passive, it's active, radiating from you and influencing the world around you. Your presence alone can disrupt the plans of the enemy, simply because you carry a light that darkness cannot withstand. Like a lighthouse, you emit a signal so pure that darkness can't help but scatter when it approaches. Your light is not just a beacon for others, it's a force that repels negativity and confusion. The enemy may try to dim your light, but they cannot extinguish it because it is fueled by an eternal source. Your high vibration is a testament to the power of divine alignment, a reminder that you are not of this world but merely passing through it. You are a living, breathing example of what it means to walk in the fullness of your divine identity, untouched by the chaos that seeks to consume others. In a world that often feels heavy with negativity, your elevated vibration is a gift, not just to yourself, but to those around you. You are a living reminder that there is a higher way to live, a way that transcends fear, doubt, and despair. Your frequency is your superpower, a divine gift that ensures you remain beyond the reach of darkness, no matter how fiercely it rages. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, radiating a light that no force of darkness can ever dim. 6. Illuminating Presence. Your light is not just metaphorical, it's a tangible force that illuminates the darkness, exposing the tricks and traps laid by negative entities. This light is not of your own making, it's a reflection of the divine radiance that flows through you, a beacon of truth and clarity in a world often shrouded in deception. Wherever you go, your presence disrupts the plans of the enemy, revealing their schemes and stripping away the illusions they rely on. You are not just a passive observer of the spiritual battle, you are an active participant, wielding the light of truth as a weapon against the forces of darkness. Entering a room or situation, you're like the dawn breaking through the night, revealing everything in its true form, stripping away the shadows where evil hides. Your very presence brings clarity and discernment, cutting through confusion and exposing the lies that others may have accepted as truth. This isn't just about seeing clearly, it's about creating an environment where darkness cannot thrive. Your light is a disruptive force, one that forces the enemy to retreat, not out of choice but out of necessity. They cannot coexist with the purity and power of the divine light you carry. This presence causes those who dwell in darkness to retreat, not because they choose to, but because they're powerless in the face of such clarity. Your light is not just a passive glow. It's an active force that pushes back against the encroaching shadows. The enemy may try to hide, to lurk in the corners, but your light leaves no room for their schemes. It's as if you carry a piece of heaven with you, a fragment of divine glory that makes the darkness flee. Your presence is a reminder that no matter how deep the shadows may seem, they are no match for the light you carry. Your light doesn't just show the path, it also exposes the falsehoods and manipulations, rendering them ineffective. In a world filled with half-truths and outright lies, your clarity is a gift, not just to yourself, but to those around you. You have the ability to see through the facades and reveal the truth, empowering others to break free from the chains of deception. Your light is not just a guide, it's a liberator, freeing minds and hearts from the grip of darkness. It's a reminder that truth is not just a concept but a force, one that has the power to dismantle even the most carefully constructed lies. It's like carrying a torch in a cave. The deeper the darkness, the more your light stands out, guiding others while simultaneously disempowering the dark. Your presence is a source of hope and direction, a reminder that no matter how overwhelming the darkness may seem, it cannot extinguish the light you carry. You are a living testament to the power of divine illumination, a walking declaration that darkness is not the end of the story. Your light is not just a personal gift, it's a tool for transformation, one that has the power to change lives and shift atmospheres. In a world that often feels consumed by shadows, your illuminating presence is a beacon of hope. You are not just a light bearer, you are a light revealer, exposing the hidden works of darkness and guiding others toward the truth. Your light is your legacy, a testament to the power of divine connection and the unshakable truth that no darkness can withstand the light of the divine. You are not just surviving in the darkness, you are thriving, shining with a brilliance that no force of evil can ever dim. I know you already know who you were before others told you who to be, don't you? That's why you're here, why you subscribe to the Chosen One's community. Deep down, you've always known there's a part of you no one else could shape, a truth that's yours alone. Together we're here to reclaim it, to amplify it, and to let it lead the way. 7. Embodiment of opposition to darkness. Just by being who you are, you challenge the core of what darkness represents. Your presence is a constant reminder that light can and does exist, even in the darkest corners. You are not just a passive observer of the battle between light and darkness. You are an active participant, a living testament to the power of divine truth. Your very existence disrupts the narrative that darkness seeks to perpetuate, proving that there is always an alternative, a higher way to live. You are a walking contradiction to the lies of the enemy, a living declaration that darkness does not have the final say. You're not just avoiding darkness, you're inherently against it, like oil and water. They simply don't mix because your essence is so fundamentally different. Your life is a reflection of divine principles, a manifestation of love, truth, and righteousness that stands in stark contrast to the chaos and destruction that darkness thrives on. This inherent opposition is not something you have to force. It's a natural byproduct of your alignment with the divine. You are not just resisting darkness, you are redefining what it means to live in the light. This opposition isn't active aggression, but a passive resistance, where your very being disrupts the status quo of darkness. You don't have to shout or fight to make your presence known. Your light speaks for itself. The enemy doesn't need to hear your arguments or see your battles. They feel the disruption of your presence. Your life is a constant reminder that darkness is not the default, that there is a higher reality available to those who seek it. This passive resistance is perhaps the most powerful form of opposition because it is not fueled by anger or fear, but by the unshakable truth of who you are. Your life is like a walking billboard that says, darkness doesn't have to be the default state of existence. Every step you take, every word you speak, every action you take is a proclamation that there is another way. You are not just living for yourself, you are living as a representative of a higher truth, a truth that has the power to transform lives and shift atmospheres. Your presence is a challenge to the status quo, a reminder that darkness is not inevitable and that light will always prevail. By simply existing in your truth, you're a beacon that signals the end of darkness's reign in your sphere of influence. Your life is a living testimony to the power of divine light, a testament that no darkness is too deep to be overcome. You are not just a light in the darkness, you are a force that redefines the very nature of the space you occupy. Your presence is a declaration that darkness is not welcome, that it has no place in your life or in the lives of those you touch. In a world that often feels consumed by shadows, your embodiment of opposition to darkness is a source of hope and inspiration. You are not just surviving in the darkness, you are thriving, shining with a light that no force of evil can extinguish. Your life is a reminder that darkness is not the end of the story, that there is always a way to rise above it. You are a living, breathing example of what it means to walk in the light, to live in opposition to darkness, and to declare that the reign of darkness is over. 8. Fearless Energy Shield. Your energy is like an invisible but impenetrable force field where fear, the primary weapon of dark forces, cannot penetrate. This shield is not built by human hands or crafted through sheer willpower. It is a divine gift, a manifestation of the unshakable faith that anchors your soul. Fear, the enemy's most potent tool, loses its power when it encounters the fortress of your spirit. You are not just protected, you are fortified, standing firm in the knowledge that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Because you operate without fear, you're like a fortress with no gate for fear to enter, making you untouchable to manipulation through doubt or anxiety. The enemy thrives on sowing seeds of uncertainty, but in your presence, those seeds find no fertile ground. Your confidence is not rooted in your own strength, but in the assurance of your divine connection. This lack of fear is not a sign of ignorance or naivety. It is a reflection of your deep understanding that you are held by a power greater than any force of darkness. This isn't about bravado. It's about an inner certainty that comes from knowing your place in the universe, rendering fear-based tactics useless. Your calm is not a mask you wear, but a reality you live. It is the result of a life rooted in faith, a life that recognizes the temporary nature of fear and the eternal nature of truth. When the enemy tries to intimidate or threaten, they find no foothold, no crack in your armor. Your inner certainty is your greatest defense, a shield that no weapon of fear can pierce. Your energy is a testament to the power of faith over fear, creating an environment where negative forces find no purchase. Your presence alone can shift the atmosphere, dispelling the heaviness that fear brings and replacing it with a sense of peace and assurance. This is not just about personal protection. It's about creating a space where others can also experience the freedom that comes from living without fear. Your energy is contagious, inspiring those around you to rise above their doubts and embrace the truth of their divine identity. It's like having an emotional and spiritual immune system that repels the viruses of doubt and despair. Just as a healthy body fights off infection, your spirit is equipped to resist the attacks of the enemy. This immunity is not passive, it is active, constantly renewing and strengthening as you walk in faith. Your energy is a living, breathing testament to the power of divine protection, a reminder that fear is not the end of the story. In a world that often feels dominated by fear, your fearless energy shield is a beacon of hope. You are not just surviving in the face of fear, you are thriving, radiating a confidence that comes from knowing you are protected by the Almighty. Your life is a declaration that fear has no power over you, that you are untouchable to the schemes of the enemy. You are a living, breathing example of what it means to walk in faith, to live without fear, and to stand as a fortress of light in a world that often feels consumed by darkness. 9. Insight into shadow play. Once you understand the game plan of darkness, its power over you is nullified. This insight is your superpower, allowing you to see through the smoke and mirrors. The enemy thrives on deception, weaving illusions to confuse and disorient, but your clarity cuts through the lies like a laser. You are not swayed by appearances or distracted by false narratives. Instead, you see the truth behind the facade, recognizing the tactics of darkness for what they are, desperate attempts to derail your divine purpose. Knowing how darkness operates gives you the upper hand, making you a hard target because you're no longer playing by their rules. You are not caught off guard by their schemes. You anticipate their moves and respond with wisdom and discernment. This understanding shifts the balance of power, turning their strategies into opportunities for you to demonstrate the strength of your faith. You are no longer a pawn in their game. You are a player who knows the rules and uses them to your advantage. This awareness acts like a mental filter, where the seeds of negativity can't take root because you recognize them for what they are. When doubt, fear, or despair try to creep into your mind, you don't entertain them. You dismiss them as the lies they are. Your mind is a fortress, guarded by the truth of your divine identity and the knowledge of how the enemy operates. This mental clarity is your shield, protecting you from the emotional and psychological attacks that darkness relies on. Your knowledge is like having the cheat codes to life's video game, where you can anticipate and sidestep the traps laid out for others. You see the pitfalls before they appear, the snares before they are set. This foresight allows you to navigate life with confidence, knowing that you are not subject to the same vulnerabilities as those who lack this insight. You are not just avoiding danger, you are walking in victory, turning the enemy's plans into opportunities for growth and triumph. With this insight, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, using their strategies against them by not giving in to the expected reactions. The enemy expects fear, doubt, and confusion, but you respond with faith, clarity, and peace. This defiance is not just a personal victory, it's a declaration that darkness has no power over you. Your life becomes a living testimony to the power of divine wisdom, a reminder that the enemy's schemes are no match for the truth you carry. In a world where many are ensnared by the shadow play of darkness, your insight is a beacon of hope. You are not just a participant in the battle. You are a strategist, a warrior who understands the game and plays it with divine wisdom. Your life is a testament to the power of knowledge, a reminder that when you see through the lies of the enemy, you are unstoppable. You are not just surviving in the shadows, you are thriving in the light, using your insight to dismantle the plans of darkness and declare the victory that is already yours. 10. Divine authority. Carrying divine authority means you walk with an invisible crown, one that commands respect and fear from dark forces. This crown is not a symbol of your own power, but a reflection of the divine mandate that rests upon your life. It is a mark of your alignment with the highest authority in the universe, a sign that you are not just a participant in the spiritual realm, but a representative of the divine. When you enter a space, the atmosphere shifts, not because of who you are, but because of whose you are. This isn't about you asserting power, it's about the inherent power within you that dark forces recognize and respect. You don't have to shout, fight, or prove yourself. Your authority is self-evident. The enemy knows that to challenge you is to challenge the one who has given you this authority. This recognition is not born out of admiration, but out of fear. A fear that stems from the knowledge that they are powerless against the divine force that backs you. Your authority is not just a shield, it's a weapon, one that the enemy cannot withstand. Your presence is like a high-ranking official entering a room. Everyone else must adjust their behavior accordingly. The forces of darkness, once bold and brazen, shrink back in your presence. They cannot operate as they normally would, because your authority disrupts their plans and exposes their weakness. Your very existence is a reminder that there is a higher order, a greater power that governs the universe. This isn't just about protection, it's about redefining the rules of engagement in the spiritual realm. This authority doesn't just protect you, it actively pushes back against any encroachment by darkness, like an immune response to a foreign body. When the enemy tries to infiltrate your life, they are met with a force that repels and neutralizes their attacks. Your authority is not passive, it is active, constantly working to maintain the sanctity of your divine purpose. It is a living, breathing force that ensures no darkness can take root in your life. It's as if you carry a piece of the divine's own authority, making you a formidable opponent to any who would challenge you. This authority is not something you wield lightly. It is a sacred trust, a reminder that you are not just a vessel but a representative of the divine. Your life is a testament to the power of this authority, a living declaration that no force of darkness can stand against the will of the Almighty. In a world where many feel powerless against the forces of darkness, your divine authority is a beacon of hope. You are not just surviving in the face of opposition, you are thriving, walking in the confidence that comes from knowing you are backed by the highest power in the universe. Your life is a reminder that darkness is not the end of the story, that there is a force greater than any enemy, and that force is with you. You are not just a participant in the spiritual battle, you are a victor, carrying the authority of the divine and declaring that the reign of darkness is over. 11. Predestined Victory. The outcome was determined before the conflict even started. You're like a chess player who already knows all the moves, rendering the adversary's strategy irrelevant. From the moment you were chosen, your victory was sealed, written into the fabric of your destiny by the hand of the Almighty. The enemy may plot and scheme, but their efforts are futile because they are fighting against a future that has already been decided. You are not just a participant in this battle, you are the victor, walking in the assurance that every step you take is leading you closer to a triumph that was promised long ago. Every attack, every scheme by dark forces is like a move in a game where they've already lost. They just don't know it yet. Their arrogance blinds them to the truth, that their efforts are not just ineffective, but counterproductive. Every attempt to derail you only serves to propel you further into your destiny. The enemy is not just fighting against you, they are fighting against the divine plan, and that is a battle they cannot win. Your life is a living testimony to the futility of their efforts, a reminder that no matter how fierce the attack, the outcome is already set. This isn't about luck or chance. It's about destiny being so firmly set that no detour or attack can change the endgame. Your path may be marked with challenges, but these are not obstacles. They are opportunities for the divine plan to unfold. The enemy may try to create detours, but even these are part of the journey, designed to strengthen you and prepare you for the victory that awaits. Your destiny is not a fragile thread that can be easily broken. It is an unshakable foundation built by the hands of the Creator. Your life's journey is like a pre-written story where the hero's victory is assured, no matter how dire the circumstances seem. The twists and turns, the highs and lows are all part of the narrative, leading you to a conclusion that has already been written. You are the hero of this story, not because of your own strength, but because of the divine author who has crafted every detail. The enemy may try to rewrite the script, but their edits are meaningless. The final chapter has already been penned, and it declares your victory in bold, unerasable ink. This predetermination means you're walking in victory, even when the battle rages around you, because the war was won long before. Your confidence is not rooted in the absence of conflict, but in the certainty of the outcome. You can face every challenge with peace, knowing that the victory is not something you have to achieve, it is something you have already been given. Your life is a testament to the power of divine assurance, a reminder that no matter how fierce the battle, the war has already been won. In a world that often feels uncertain and chaotic, your predestined victory is a beacon of hope. You are not just surviving the storms of life, you are thriving, walking in the confidence that comes from knowing the end of the story. Your life is a declaration that no force of darkness can change the divine plan, that no attack can alter the outcome. You are a living, breathing reminder that victory is not just a possibility, it is a promise, one that has already been fulfilled. 12. Unpredictable to the unseen. Your life doesn't conform to the patterns that dark forces rely on. You're like an unpredictable variable in an otherwise predictable equation, throwing off their calculations. The enemy thrives on predictability, using patterns of fear, doubt, and manipulation to control and destabilize. But you are a disruption to their system. Your choices, your faith, and your alignment with divine purpose create a rhythm that they cannot follow. You are not bound by the limitations of human logic or the expectations of the enemy. You are guided by a higher wisdom that keeps them perpetually off balance. Because you don't react as expected, you're like a wildcard in their deck, making their strategies backfire or become irrelevant. When they try to provoke fear, you respond with peace. When they attempt to sow doubt, you stand firm in faith. Your reactions defy their understanding, turning their carefully laid plans into chaos. The enemy is left scrambling, unable to anticipate your next move because you are not operating on their frequency. You are a living enigma, a puzzle they cannot solve, and that is your strength. This unpredictability isn't chaos, but a higher form of order, one aligned with divine timing and purpose, which dark forces can't comprehend or control. What seems random or unexpected to them is actually the perfect execution of a divine plan. Your actions are not haphazard, they are orchestrated by a wisdom that transcends human understanding. The enemy cannot predict your steps because they are not your own. They are guided by the hand of the Almighty, whose ways are higher and whose thoughts are beyond comprehension. Your actions, driven by divine guidance, are like moves in a game where the rules are only known to you, leaving your opponents guessing. You are not playing by their playbook. You are following a divine strategy that they cannot decode. Every step you take, every decision you make, is part of a larger plan that they cannot see or understand. This makes you a formidable opponent, one who operates with a clarity and confidence that leaves the enemy bewildered and defeated. This characteristic makes you a mystery and a challenge, one that dark forces would rather avoid than attempt to solve. Your unpredictability is not just a defense mechanism, it is an offensive strategy, one that keeps the enemy on their heels. They cannot control what they cannot predict, and they cannot predict what they cannot understand. Your life is a testament to the power of divine guidance, a reminder that the enemy's strategies are no match for the wisdom of God. In a world where many feel trapped by the patterns of fear and manipulation, your unpredictability is a beacon of hope. You are not just surviving the schemes of the enemy, you are thriving, walking in a freedom that comes from being guided by a higher power. Your life is a declaration that the enemy's plans are irrelevant, that their strategies are futile, and that their control is an illusion. You are a living, breathing reminder that there is a higher way to live, one that is unpredictable to the unseen, but perfectly aligned with the divine. Chosen ones, as we come to the end of this powerful message, let this truth resonate deeply within your spirit. Even the top demon can't touch you. Why? Because God Himself has sealed your destiny with unbreakable protection. You are not just a target in the enemy's crosshairs, you are a fortress of divine power, a living testament to the fact that no force of darkness can override the will of the Almighty. Here in the Chosen Ones community, we stand together in this truth, reminding one another that we are not alone in this battle. The enemy may roar, but they cannot reach you. They may plot, but they cannot prevail. Your life is proof that when God is for you, no one can stand against you. Every attack, every scheme, every attempt to bring you down only serves to highlight the unshakable nature of your divine covering. The enemy is terrified of you because they see what you carry, the light of God's presence, the authority of His name, and the unbreakable seal of His protection. They don't just fear you, they fear the one who stands with you, the one who has already declared your victory. Here in the Chosen Ones community, we celebrate this truth together, knowing that we are stronger when we stand united in faith. So walk in this truth every single day. You are not just surviving, you are thriving under the shadow of the Almighty. Your life is not governed by fear, chaos, or chance. It is guided by divine purpose, protected by unbreakable promises, and destined for greatness. No weapon formed against you will prosper, no trap set for you will succeed, and no force of darkness can ever extinguish the light you carry. Remember, chosen ones, you are not just protected, you are empowered. You are not just chosen, you are anointed. And you are not just a conqueror, you are a living declaration that darkness cannot and will not win. So keep standing, keep shining, and keep walking in the victory that has already been won for you. And remember, here in the Chosen Ones community, we are here to uplift, encourage, and remind one another of the power we carry. This is not just a message, it's a mandate. It's a call to rise up and walk in the fullness of who you are. You are not just a bystander in this spiritual battle. You are a warrior, equipped with divine authority and unbreakable protection. The enemy may try to intimidate you, but they cannot touch you. They may try to distract you, but they cannot derail you. Your destiny is sealed, your purpose is clear, and your victory is assured. As part of the Chosen Ones community, you are surrounded by a family of believers who understand the battles you face and the victories you are destined to walk in. Together, we stand firm, reminding one another that we are not just survivors, we are overcomers. We are not just fighting for victory, we are fighting from victory. The battle has already been won, and we are here to walk in the fullness of that triumph. So, Chosen Ones, as you go forward from this moment, carry this truth in your heart. You are untouchable, unstoppable, and unshakable. The enemy may rage, but they cannot prevail. They may scheme, but they cannot succeed. You are protected by the Almighty, guided by His wisdom, and destined for greatness. And here in the Chosen Ones community, we are here to remind you of that truth every step of the way. Thank you for being part of this journey. Thank you for standing firm in your faith and for being a light in the darkness. Together, we will continue to rise, to shine, and to declare the victory that is already ours. Until next time, remember, you are chosen, you are protected, and you are unstoppable. They're terrified because you're still alive. Chosen Ones, even the top demon can't touch you. God sealed your destiny with unbreakable protection. Walk in it. Join us in the Chosen Ones community as we stand together in faith and victory.